Hi and welcome to another gaming video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing off my transparent Joy-Cons which I've spent the afternoon putting together. And I haven't modded anything for quite a while, and I do love transparent tech, so I decided to make some transparent Joy-Cons for my Nintendo Switch. I've got the OLED version. I didn't want to replace the white ones that came with my OLED, so I bought a used pair for about £20. Do be careful buying used Joy-Cons, as you don't know whether they're going to suffer from stick drift. Luckily these don't. And then I bought a shell set from eBay for about £6. It was the shells only, no buttons or screws, but that's fine, I can use the ones that were in the Joy-Cons. And to be fair, the shells were surprisingly good quality for third party. The plastics on third party sort of bits for Nintendo consoles do tend to be not as good as genuine Nintendo parts, and especially if you're buying transparent, they always seem to be a bit more brittle, but these do seem okay. I've not had any issues with them. It wasn't an easy job, but I have had worse. So I followed a guide off of YouTube from a channel, Lily and Beba Play. I hope I've pronounced that right. And well, most of the guides tell you to disconnect all the little fragile cables that are in these Joy-Cons, and there's quite a few of them in both. Whereas this guide, it just told you to be very careful. They kept all of the cables, didn't disconnect anything, and well, that's what I did. You just have to be very, very careful when you're moving the innards around, because they are still all attached. The left one took me about 90 minutes to do. But this is the first time I've opened a Joy-Con up. The second one only took me about 45 minutes. So it is a very, very fiddly job, and it was quite nerve-wracking, but it was quite straightforward. With everything still connected, you just have to be very, very careful how you handle everything, which is not always easy. There's a lot of there's a lot of bits and pieces in each of these. So let's take a look at the left one. So this is what they look like. They are absolutely stunning. That is the back. You can see the battery through there. I didn't change the colours of the rails because I didn't have anything to replace it with, and the kit didn't come with any. But look at that. That is amazing. And we take a look at the right one. Same again, absolutely stunning. You can see well, I assume that is the NFC panel there for like amiibos, etc. But you can see the gold rims on it. The buttons do look fantastic. I do like the black buttons. I wouldn't want to use transparent buttons. I think it would make it harder to see. And then you've got these are all sort of genuine buttons inside there, so that's quite good. They do look just absolutely amazing. You've got your IR sensor on the bottom. Let me talk you through any issues that I had with them. The triggers on the back, these things here, these were the most awkward thing to do. They've got two little springs underneath that you have to get in a small gap and then click the button in twice. So that was a little tricky. The right one here, this white part here is the rumble, and for some reason it just really didn't want to sit in there properly. It took me quite a bit to get that one in. You've got some, you can't see it on this, but here, underneath the stick, there is a little black piece of plastic. It's like a little dust cover. You can just see it there. There's one of the tabs and there's one of the others. You've got them on both. And they were really hard to get in place, and sort of they need to stay where they're put. And the sticks, well, the sticks have got to go through the plastic, this bit here. And when you're trying to put it all together and get all your boards in the right place, it was a bit awkward. And the sticks are, well, they're about the same size as the hole they've got to go through. So it was quite awkward, but not too bad. They did eventually go through. There is a metal frame on the right one, which I think is the NFC for like amiibos, etc. And getting that to sit in the right place whilst folding another board on top of it, that was quite tricky. But other than that, it really wasn't too difficult a job. They look absolutely fantastic. Go that way. They do. They look absolutely stunning. I love transparent tech, and these are just an absolute example of well, I like the fact that you could just see all of the bits that most people don't. So yeah, that is transparent Joy-Cons. And if the switch is off, I had noticed that if you press one of these buttons, you should be able to see, there you go, the, I think, sync lights flashing. You can do it with the other one as well. Oh, you can just about see that, look, buzzing up and down. There, thought that was rather cool. So, fantastic job, absolutely superb. I mean, they do work, just to prove that they do work. Absolutely superb. And I absolutely love them. I think they look fantastic on the Switch. They do seem very durable. That's it. Transparent Joy-Cons. They look amazing. Any advice? Well, take it slow. Be gentle. Follow a good guide. Keep track of the screws. Luckily, there are only sort of 3 types of screws. You've got black screws, which are in the back of it. And then on the inside you've got gold ones and you've got silver ones. Gold ones are different lengths to the silver ones, but it's pretty obvious where they go. Just keep track of them. You've only got 2 types of screws on the inside. And yeah, that's it. It was a fairly easy job. Like I say, it was very fiddly. These are quite small little things, but I quite enjoyed it once I'd got into it. And follow a good guide, take it easy, and you'll end up with a pair of amazing looking transparent or any kind of design Joy-Con that you want. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.